西班牙藝術家胡安·米羅咁同樣熱愛音樂，佢收藏咗大量嘅唱片，種類五花八門，由古典、弗拉明戈、前衛、芭蕾舞曲，以至當代嘅音樂都有。藝術愛好者好少有機會喺香港欣賞到胡安·米羅嘅畫作，甚至從來都未親眼見過。不過而家有機會啦！胡安·米羅基金會第一次喺香港舉行米羅回顧展覽，大部分嘅作品都係第一次喺亞洲展出，當中唔少都係代表作。
胡安·米羅大型回顧展《米羅的思想日常》正係喺香港藝術館舉行。展出巴塞隆拿胡安·米羅基金會幾千件藏品之中94件米羅嘅藝術作品。主辦單位話，希望透過展覽展示米羅點樣將大自然同日常生活嘅元素轉化成詩意符號同非凡嘅藝術作品。胡安·米羅1893年喺西班牙巴塞隆拿出世。佢爸爸係製錶工匠同金匠，媽媽係一個木匠嘅女。米羅好細個就對藝術有興趣，7歲開始學畫畫。少年嘅時候，佢入讀藝術學校，但係佢父母堅持佢應該同時讀商科學校。為咗滿足父母，佢之後去咗做文員，但係工作並唔開心。佢嚴重抑鬱，為咗治療抑鬱症同傷寒，米羅之後去咗蒙特羅伊格，喺佢家人嘅屋度休養。佢之後都經常返去呢間屋。
He truly became an artist when he was quite ill and he was sent for recovery to his family's house in the countryside. And this immediate contact with the Catalan countryside, with nature, but also with the people of Catalonia, and with folk art and popular customs were really, really important to him.
香港嘅展覽分為5個部分：物件、詩歌與物質、民間藝術、海報藝術以及公共藝術。展出作品涵蓋米羅整個藝術生涯，包括繪畫、雕塑、素描、紡織品同海報。
For Miro, there was no difference between poetry and painting. When we're talking about poetry and the everyday life, we really do mean this. So the first room includes a number of objects that come directly from his immediate environments.
同20年代好多藝術家一樣，米羅好嚮往巴黎。佢喺巴黎接觸到超現實主義藝術，而且受到啟發。之後，佢捨棄早期較為現實嘅創作手法，改用較具想像力嘅方法。
He first starts the same process really already with a process known as collage, where he takes fragments from newspapers, from other publications, which he cuts out and pastes onto a paper ground. There's one comparison which I think is very striking between two uses of a hat box and unfolds it into the base for a painting. You can see the folds and the corners, and it's really beautiful. And next to it, we have a cast of the hat box in bronze with a wooden spoon quite simply stuck in it.
喺西班牙內戰同第2次世界大戰爆發期間，米羅喺巴黎居住。佢早期嘅作品好少觸及政治題材，但係喺1937年，佢創作咗超現實主義風格嘅海報《Help Spain》，支持反國民軍戰士。1940年，德國入侵法國，米羅帶埋妻子同個女返去西班牙。當時西班牙已經由佛朗哥將軍同國民軍控制。1940年代末，佢開始創作一系列詩歌作品，以女性、雀鳥同星空為主題。佢嘅畫作越嚟越抽象，不過總離唔開某啲公式。 每當線條相交，就會有一抹原色；當紅色同黑色重疊嘅時候，就會出現黃色。
He never went fully abstract. It's much more that he became free. He always thought that you needed to be connected to your reality, to your immediate world, and only by standing with both feet firmly on the ground could you aspire to the stars.
米羅藝術生涯嘅後期，嘗試以陶瓷同雕塑等媒介創作，佢嘅作品傾向簡約，引人沉思。
After the Spanish Civil War, he used ceramics as a way of creating public artworks. We can already see this right here and with some of the bronze sculptures which were intended to be shown outdoors.
第二次世界大戰結束之後，米羅越嚟越有興趣喺公共空間創作藝術，作品融入周圍嘅建築同景觀。不過佢開始覺得自己嘅作品不受重視，而且被官方機構用嚟做文化宣傳。1969年，加泰羅尼亞建築書院喺巴塞隆納舉辦回顧展，旨在展出更具挑戰性嘅觀點。米羅同另外4位藝術家合作，喺玻璃幕牆上邊創作咗一幅大型畫作。展覽結束之後，佢又將作品摧毀。
What we have here in this show is the really beautiful sketch that Miro produced for this work. We have to bear in mind that Miro was always extremely meticulous, and he prepared all works with drawings and sketches. Behind it, there's a long process of preparation and reflection.
1983年，米羅因為心臟衰竭離世，享年90歲。佢80幾歲嘅時候，仍然保持批判主義。喺佢藝術生涯當中，經常提到要刺殺繪畫，意思係擺脫傳統表達手法。1974年，巴黎大皇宮美術館舉行回顧展，展出300幾件米羅嘅作品。佢堅持創作新作，包括5幅燒毀的畫布系列作品，令展覽轟動一時。
He created 5 canvases, all the same size, quite large works, which he cut with knives, with scissors, and to which he set fire. And while they were burning, he poured petrol onto the canvases, set them on fire, and then controlled the flames with a wet mop, so that the building wouldn't catch fire. It's a really bold and wonderful gesture, and it shows the spirit, this really energetic and youthful spirit with which Miro kept creating and making artwork. I would really like local audiences to come here to enjoy Miro's work, to experience the diversity of his artistic and creative approaches.